Hey everyone, so from the title you can assume that I am making some lunch. I will be making one meal, which is a sweet potato butternut squash soup, and the other is going to be a chicken breast Cobb salad. So for the soup, I'm going to be using just a quarter of butternut squash. This was all that was left in my fridge, so I'm just going to take it and chop them up to small pieces. I'll just be using one medium-sized sweet potato, so I'm peeling that and I'm going to chop it similar to the butternut squash and just set that aside. I'll be using about a quarter of the cauliflower, so I'm just breaking off some pieces of floret. So I'm taking about 5 stalks of celery and I'm just going to chop them into small pieces. And lastly, I'm going to take a half of a white onion and just finely dice that. I also used about 3 cloves of garlic, which I roasted in the oven. To prepare my soup, I'm going to be using a cast iron pot. I'm going to heat up my pot with some Grace coconut oil, just about a tablespoon. Make sure that's melted before I put in my onions and garlic. Once my onion and garlic are in, I am going to just mix it and make sure that the coconut oil is coated. As for the seasoning, I'm going to be using fine herbs, about a teaspoon, some salt, and some fresh ground pepper. And once that's cooked down a little bit further, I'm going to add my celery to the pot along with the butternut squash. I'm going to add my yeast-free vegetable broth. However, I have to add it with boiling water, so I just boiled some water in a kettle and I'm adding it to my soup. I'm going to wait about 2 minutes before I add the rest of my ingredients, which are the sweet potato and the cauliflower. Once that's in the pot, I will close the lid and wait until it boils. Once everything has come to a boil, I will be using my immersion blender to mix the contents of the soup and to kind of create a puree. So once everything's almost pureed, I did add a teaspoon of flaxseed. The soup is prepared and ready to be stored in my lunch container. So I'm just going to discard it from the pot and set it aside. And I decided to add some olive oil to the soup along with some fresh ground pepper and some parsley leaves. And that's it. My first lunch is created and saved in my lunch container. This is great to eat with a fresh green salad on the side. On to my second meal, which is my Cobb salad. I'll be chopping up some fresh romaine lettuce to be eaten with radish and field cucumbers. So I'm going to be using chicken breasts along with this recipe, and I'm going to wash it and then chop them up into smaller pieces. From here, I'm going to add my seasonings, which are salt, some garlic powder, some paprika, and then some fine herb seasoning. And I'm going to make sure it's all coated evenly. Once that's done, I'm placing it into a frying pan with some olive oil, and I'll have that cooking for about 15 to 20 minutes. I did keep it on a little longer because I wanted my chicken to brown nicely, and as you can see, it's like a nice golden brown. From there, I'm just taking it out and chopping it up on the cutting board, preparing it for the salad. And I also went ahead and prepared 2 hard-boiled eggs. And lastly, my avocado. From here, I'm taking my lunch container and I will be filling it up with a base of romaine lettuce first. Next, I will add in the radish along with the cucumbers. Next is the hard-boiled eggs, the chicken breast, and then lastly, my avocado. And to prepare my dressing, I'm going to be using olive oil, salt, oregano, and freshly squeezed lemon juice. Once that's prepared, I will place it over my salad, and there you have it. My Cobb salad for lunch is complete. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up, comment, and let me know what you'd like to see next. And don't forget to subscribe for more videos. Bye!